Welcome back, guys. Stop Talk and Roll, episode 217, where we break down some jiu-jitsu rounds today. We have myself rolling in the black rash guard and white shorts, and Will rolling in the black rash guard and tiger print shorts. And Will comes in for a knee slice there. It gets kind of tangled up. What happens here? Generally, when you do a knee slice, I want to be heading this way, but you cut the corner the other way. I don't think you're going to get a back step because of how deep this hook is in, but that doesn't mean you can't slice through. And instead of coming under the leg here, Will, I would look to try to get an underhook under my body, under my arm, right? If you get that underhook, now it's kind of hard to see, but like over here, under my arm, and you tilt your head this way, you get that knee slice. But let me know if you're going for something else. Maybe I'm incorrect. Looking to turn Will over so I can access his legs. We get a little zoomage, and I go for a knee bar toe hold combo. So what you want to be doing there, Will, to defend. So knee bars and toe holds kind of go together. All right, let me put myself back over here. Like just kind of a basic defense of a knee bar is to bend your leg. But when you bend your leg, you're putting yourself in an easier position to get toe holded, to get toe holded. But then when you extend your leg away from the toe hold to defend it, or it's one of the ways to defend it, you're putting yourself into a knee bar. So what you want to do, Will, ideally would be to try to turn onto your hip, ideally this one, because what would happen is as you lean onto this hip, this side of your hips, your right side of your body, what's going to happen is the back of the knee is going to come against my body. And if I try to hip into the back of your knee, all I'm doing is bending your leg. So it's not putting you in any danger of getting submitted. But I get kind of like a side toe hold there. Let me reset. Put myself back over here. Playing guard again. Always looking to hook underneath. Just mess with people's base. Okay, same position again. And you throw your head over there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say don't do it, but it's twice now. It's kind of backfired on you. Sorry, we're kind of zoomed in here. This is as zoomed out as I can get because we are right up against the camera here. I pull them away, go for a body lock. I've been really digging these. So basically, or not a body, a body lock pass. So my goal initially is just to get over the knees. It's like my first thing is I just get over the knees and I'm clamping his legs together. This makes it very difficult for Will to use his legs now, okay? So I clamp really hard there, and then I'm going to look to pummel my legs around to get in front. Now, Will does something interesting that's actually never happened to me before, which he grabs my left side leg and gets like an underhook and keeps it kind of hot. And I actually back off because I don't know what he's doing. And I don't know if there's like a potential for a submission there. And I think there is if he gets his knee over the top of mine, it can be. So I immediately sit back and lock onto that. We actually were just working a steam lock, so I try an steam lock. I don't think I have his toes in the right spot, nor I can't really turn because my leg is stopping me. And you can see it right there. What I need to have, his toes are pressing into me. I need to have the top of his toes into my chest rather than the bottom of his toes. So this is kind of giving him a platform to push off of here, whereas I want it the other way around. So I decide to let go, so he lets go of mine because I did not like what he was doing. And I was like, let me just bluff by attacking. Will gets a nice kind of grip here. He ends up smashing my face here. And I was like, ooh, I need to work my way out of this correctly. So I immediately, like right here, Will could hypothetically bring his leg up and over. So he had me beat on that. He just chose not to. So I'm going to fix that very quickly by getting down low. I'm not necessarily putting in a lockdown, but I'm just looking to ideally get his knee to the floor. But even if I don't, this leg covering the back of his knee right now is going to stop his leg from coming up. And then this foot right here that's hooking underneath is going to make it more difficult for him to move left to right. And it also slows him down from advancing up my body. And then up top, what I'm looking to do is create frames in front of his face, in front of his neck, and just make life painful. Okay, and he can relieve this pain by just leaving, right? Like he could just pick his head up and go away, but obviously he wants to maintain pressure and keep going into me. So my job is just to make it hard on him right now. Underneath. Hey guys, leave a comment below if you'd want me to stream this. I can do these live. Just thinking about that right now. Get back into a cross Ashi position. I look for a knee bar again. Actually, how did you get out of this? I remember this. Oh, you were grabbing my... Interesting. Because I was very confused as to how you had the power to sit up. So you lifted my leg. So by opening my hip up, I kind of had to go with you. I didn't have to. Why did I don't know. Maybe I was just not super focused. I remember that though. I remember that was odd. Let me break that down. Why did that happen? So we're here. Oh, my foot is stuck behind here, so I don't have like an anchor point to keep me weighted down this direction. So you were able to just pull me up this way. Okay, that's why. My right leg here is bent, and I couldn't get it underneath. It's still bent. So wow, that's strong. That's crazy how important that is. Like I'm having a really hard time controlling him right here, even though I have him in double trouble. Well, I don't have him in double trouble. I have him in, which should be double trouble, but just because that leg isn't there, I have no real way of forcing him back down this way. So I turn out. I think he puts me in a toe hold, and I start kicking his legs away, and I throw my own toe hold. Sorry, it's falling off screen, but not the best grip. He's able to rotate out. I stay with it, but his knees are free now, so this should be pretty easy for him to escape, which he does. I try to maintain. I was thinking like if I could do some kind of calf slicer attack here, so I'm looking to just stay under the heel to like just keep him from going anywhere. And I was thinking right there, I was thinking, okay, if I can push forward with my body right here and get his heel to his butt, and then I would hug around his waist, I should be able to pull in and get a calf slicer. But Will was able to roll out of it, and I could not achieve my dreams of a calf slicer. So I used that opportunity to kind of come up. Fun sweep. I don't hit that often, but when I do, it's quite the fun one. It's a butterfly sweep. It's just like a big, like a cross body butterfly sweep. So, I'm up. I mean, if I sit down, I'm in butterfly. But so basically, I have this leg in. But what I'm doing here is instead of sweeping him over this way, so this is the same side I usually have the hook on, where I'll do the hook sweep to the left. I take it to the right I feel him pushing into me, okay, and I know he's going to because he kind of has that underhook. So I hug like a Kimura on that side, and as he goes to rip his arm out, I'm throwing my tricep and my arm into his head as I turn heavy this way, and I'm also holding onto his hand so he can't retract his hand, and then I just take him over. Boom. Or actually, he was holding his own. He kept his own grips, so I didn't even need to hold his hand. So again, looking to pry in front of the face. I'm looking to get some inside position here. But as I do, I notice that Will is just making these little micro adjustments to his guard. So I think, okay, he's probably going to open up that up again, and he does. And I immediately, whenever I feel that, I'm thinking about it. I felt him open up. The second I feel him open that guard, I'm going to occupy. So like if I don't move, he can close his guard back up again, right? So I'm going to slide my butt and my lower back so he can't, look, I slide it back. Now he can't lock up that guard, and I can pry down on that leg and not let him get back in. I'm also using my foot. It's kind of hard to see to assist. It's bent, and I'm placed against his leg. Now, here's a mistake I made, and Will did a good job of moving me. Ideally, when I staple this leg, I want to keep my knee above his knee, on top of his thigh, his quad, his hamstring, however you want to think about it. But I want it up in this section of his leg. okay? What Will does, which is really nice, is he shifts my knee back down to this section of his leg, okay? So down here, over his shin, over his calf. And the trouble there is that's going to give him more mobility to move his kneecap, okay, and move his knee and let him get out of this position. So ideally what I'd want to do again is be here. I want to be here because then I can actually staple him down and start threatening a pass, threatening cross Ashi back, threatening to go take a back step to cross Ashi, threatening a back take, threatening the Darce choke. There's many things I could threaten from there, but he shifts me right over, and as I still try to threaten those things, he's weaving his legs through, getting me into a half guard now, which I shouldn't have allowed. So that's a very simple thing that I need to do better at. And yeah, that's pretty much all I need to say there. Well, that was good that you hit that. And then I think the round ends in a second. Yeah, we got to that little position. This is something, I don't know if it's great to do, but I like it. So what I'll do is I'll come here and I'll just drive heavy in this dogfight position. I'll just keep drive. And if we both fall over, look where I am. Cross Ashi, right? Like if you took this and just flipped the screen upside down right now, maybe I could do that. This is some sophisticated stuff here, but you know, imagine the floor is now here, right? This is the floor. But look where I am. This becomes cross Ashi, right? This leg now is intertwined here. I just have to throw this underneath, triangle my legs, and I have cross Ashi. So one way of thinking of things, I like to do that often, is just take a position and just flip it, and what would it be? Closed guard. If you just flip it, it's mount, right? So obviously the difference is where the ground is, like where your gravity is, where your point of contact on the floor changes, but it is sometimes easier if you could start thinking about jiu-jitsu and moving people in your mind in three-dimensional space. Connecting things becomes a little bit easier. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. I was thinking about maybe streaming or changing this up because I noticed these videos aren't getting as many views, and I know that this content is valuable for the people that are on the show, but maybe just people don't like to watch it if you're not the one on the show. I don't know, but I have some good ideas from some good videos coming out, so I'll keep those going, and yeah, let me know. All right, have a lovely day. Bye.